Hiya, this is Plays05 and today we're going to be fixing this Dell OptiPlex 760 small form factor from like 2009. Unfortunately, this system I got it from eBay for about £25 plus £7 postage, something like that, and came to about 32 something, but it wasn't too bad. But there's one problem with this that is going to be a big issue. Is I tested it and unfortunately I've diagnosed it, and it's the motherboard's capacitors have all completely perished. So, and I'm not going to be using the old motherboard, plus I don't really have the skill for that, so I bought this refurbished motherboard and hope that will work a lot better for us. It's exactly the same, so if I was to put it this way round, or what way is it? Yeah, the RAM's meant to be up there. It fits just right there. I just need to take all these components out, get it seated in properly and things. So, yeah, it's good that these computers are very modular, because you can just take it out like this, like the drive, and then you can take it out like that, get to the bottom of it. Like so. So pretty simple. So I'm gonna start disassembling this. Get one of the RAM sticks out because one of them was diagnosing it, and it seems pretty okay. I think it will work just fine. As you can see, the fan's quite dirty. It's disgusting. It's covered in electrolyte. That's what I smelt whenever I was testing it. It's basically it's like a plasticky, kind of musty, kind of fust smell. It's disgusting. I don't really know. It smells of electronics anyway. I can see this cable here needs unplugged. I think it's just pressure. Yeah, it's pressure fit. So I've got that out now. And then there's this, and is this just pressure fit too? Or is there another clip? I'm just wiggling it out, not forcing it, I'm just wiggling it. That should be us free now. That's just nearly free. It's just the drive holding us back now. It's plugged into the power supply, so you can see there. I just need to pull this out. Got it, like that. And then there's this here. I just need to pull on that like so, and it'll just be fine. Are we free yet? Oh, there's another connect. Oh, that's more of that connector. So it just popped out of there like that. Yeah, I can see where it goes. It goes like that. That's just for future reference. It goes like this. Just untangles from in there. And then we're free. It's really dirty. So I'll set that off to the side. That'll need to be cleaned. Now I've got more access. It said on the instruction manual. So I took that out. And then I need to take this out second, apparently. It's screwed in, so I'm just going to cut ahead until I've screwed it out. So I've just got the disk drive out. There's this little clip, because I unscrewed another thing when I was diagnosing this. It just unclips like that, and then you've got the disk drive. It's just connected with more power leads to the motherboard here, so the power supply. So one goes to the motherboard as well. So it's just a luma wires, so that just probably just all pressure fit again, and then there's our disk drives are removed. So still struggling to get this cooler out, but maybe it'll make more sense once I took the disk drive out. Yeah, there's another screw here, so I'm gonna have to take that out. It just pulls right off. Thermal paste. That's so dry, like, doesn't even feel wet anymore. Well, a wee bit just. There's our Intel Pentium. Luckily it's still there, thank God. Don't want more people messing about with this. Oh, and there's another big fan here. How many fans is there? I'm just going to unplug it. I need to take it out. I need to find a way to take it out so I can clean it. But just going to unplug it from the motherboard. Got it. I'm going to take the RAM out again, so you just pull one side and then pull the other side, and then it should just come straight out like that. No bother. Now the part that's going to be not great here is going to be make sure they're all fastened, so but it doesn't really matter about this motherboard though, because it's dead. But I want to try and see, there's this plastic bracket that needs to get removed, and then there's these wires in my way, which shouldn't really be a problem. This one shouldn't. That's for power, I think this one is. Let's pull this one up, lean heavily on it. Got it. If I can just move that out of the way for now, that would be really good. Yeah, there's this big boy connector here that needs to be removed. I'll be back once I get this cable off. So I just pulled on that. I did the wiggle method and it eventually came out. It was really welded in. Oh man. But eventually got it. That will correspond with here. So the new motherboard. There's this blue plastic bit here. Just is connected. That's just for the SATA connection to the board. Oh, it will be fine, don't worry. There's our SATA connector. Let's put that off to the side as well. And then there's another, the orange connector for another SATA thing, for the drive, this drive here. So there's an orange one, you can see it there. You just pull on this. You can even do the wiggle method. And then gently, and then there's your disk drive one. I just need to get rid of the plastic brackets. Now we can take this whole motherboard out. So there's a screw here in here, and there's a screw there, screw over there, bottles in my. We got a screw over here, screw there, over there, and then one in the other corner. I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's any in the middle of the board. No, that's pretty much it. Right, and then there's one more in this corner. So I got the Foxconn cable out, which was good. So you just had to like pull like really hard. It was a telling sign that they had this plasticky bit to pull it out right then. So there is one more screw. I just couldn't see with all the wires. So it's just one under here. He takes the PSU out, but I don't think we need to. So we can just lift it out. So there's our screw out. So it should just, yeah, well it is. Just lifting out now. Kind of blocked that way, so we'll need to go more this way. Yes, I've almost got this motherboard out. Oh gosh. Oh, we're tangled. We're stuck, kind of. Oh my, finally got it out. There we go. Now I've got it out of this case, it'll need a good clean, so I'll wipe that in a moment. So I cleaned off the thermal paste on the Pentium. I've took a picture of it, so I know which orientation to put it in the new board. So I'm going to remove this. That's it. That's it. So I just unhooked it, pulled it forward. That's just like a lock. Now our CPU's free now. It's just an Intel Pentium dual core, which aren't very good. Boom, we're lifted right off the sockets. Nice. There's our CPU. So I'll just set that there gently. Careful with it. And then this board's now junk. So we'll move on to the next board. So here's our new motherboard. I'm now going to install the CPU and then the RAM. So I'm just going to pull that up again. I'm not going to bend the pins, obviously. Hopefully that'll be alright. It's just tedious. There we go. There we go. Before we put this in, I want to test the CMOS battery. Look, is it dead completely? Yeah, this is completely fried. No, luckily I checked that. This is completely empty. There. So otherwise the clock won't work properly without the CMOS. So I'm going to bring the case back over and we're going to put this all back together and hopefully it fits. Let's do my perfect amount of thermal paste. Not knocking some YouTuber. You know who he is, begins with T and F. There you go. Ends with F. Here's his initials. So, pretty harsh. That should be my perfect amount. Just that amount will do. Unfortunately it still didn't work, so what happened was I turned it on and it still came on with the same issue with the 1 and 3 and 4 lights flashing and it wouldn't start, so it was just an orange light. Then I went on to Google and found out a good article to test to see if the power supply is faulty. I got an offer on eBay to buy one and I want to check if it is the power supply because it could be the RAM. But I've tried swapping the RAM about the place and it still hasn't done much, so I'm going to try this. So I'm going to turn off the Dell, which I have, it's completely off. I've held the power button down. Then hold the power supply test button. If it illuminates the board issue, it's a board issue. If not, next test. So I will do that in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to try it now. I'm going to hold it and see if it illuminates. Oh. Nope, didn't illuminate. Nope. So that's obviously it's not a board problem. That's alright then. It made a weird ticking noise there, but yeah, couldn't start the computer. So on to the next test. Next step is to get rid of any peripherals. We've done that step already. I just called it prefs just for short. And yeah, we'll test it now. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. We'll turn on the power. I've disconnected the peripherals. So I'm gonna hold that because I just don't want to get a shock just in case. Right there. Nah, it doesn't sound very good. So it sounds worse than before. So it's not that I've disconnected the peripherals. It just sounds more worse. So it's not lit up. We'll try that again. No, it's like sparking. I can hear it. That's been done. Right, next test. So done those and still no life. It's like no, I'm dead. Last step is to disconnect the power supply and then press the button. If it doesn't illuminate, then we have a dead PSU. So we'll try that now then. Yeah, still no life. Like it's completely utterly dead. We're definitely getting power there. Yes, so yeah. We've a dead PSU. Yes, I thought it was that all along. Yeah, so what I think's happened is that the actual it's been used in an office or a school or something and they've plugged it in. They've have it plugged in all the time and they're using it all the time and then this just wears down and it just came to the end of its life and died. Time to go on eBay now, I guess, and order up a couple things. I'm going to order up RAM because I want new RAM. I know that one will be good, and then a new power supply as well. Wires attached everywhere, but hold on, just need to get this one out. This one, got it. I just need to untuck it then from this. It should be sorted. This is definitely in the moment of truth, so I've just installed a new RAM. The old RAM's been taken out. It's all buttoned up. I don't know why that's sticking out, but it'll just have to do. I'll find out what it is later. Yeah, well, as long as it's holding that button down, we should be okay, because it will think that the case is open. So, no, it shouldn't be in the limp mode, so I'm going to turn it on now and see what it does. Oh, That sounds healthy. Oh. Oh, green light. What's 1, 3 and 4? Oh. Oh, here we go. Beep, beep. What's that? So, Phoenix ROM BIOS version 1.8, copyright 8519. The Forms IDE, time of necessary runtime setup, configure, keyboard USB, keyboard find this device with hardware requires a reset, system setup. Press strike F1 key to continue. Right, I'll need to get a keyboard. But we're in some kind of BIOS. Okay, so now we're in the BIOS and I can see that everything's showing up here. So you can see the BIOS version, service tag, express security code, set tag, source tag. Obviously it has a different one to what this computer has because I've swapped the motherboard. Assume my new RAM and installed the processor correctly as well, which is good. It shows up as the Pentium. It's got multi-cores and it says yes. No graphics card just yet. And then you've got the date and time, which is probably wrong. Yeah, obviously, it's the nicest at 2008, apparently at 12 o'clock. And then I'll test the disk drive, so yeah, that works. It's perfect. Yeah, it opens and closes, so we're good. Once I install a drive and things into the computer, and then we'll put you down to see it. I'm back on the PC again, so when you would have seen this last, this has been a couple weeks or so from whenever I last did the things to the computer, but unfortunately we couldn't install Windows XP on it. Well, I installed it, but it was having a lot of issues and no incompatibility problems. It's just because of the SATA connection of this, and it's not great the way the process is. You have to slipstream and things like that. I don't even know what that means, to be honest, but yeah. So I've just opted to put Windows 7 on it, which is a lot more easier, and then the drivers are a lot more compatible because it's an old Vista machine, you see, so but it'll like Windows 7 a lot more. I've put 64-bit in it, so I've put more RAM in it. As you can see, you probably won't see it, but you can just about see it there. I put the original RAM back in as well, so now it has 6 gigabytes, so instead of 4, and it's running 64-bit Windows 7. I'm trying to get you a good angle, but that's good enough. So you can just about see the RAM. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put this 3.5-inch hard drive adapter in here, so that this can hold better. And it's just because you're putting like new equipment into like a new drive into like old hardware, because this fits a 3.5, and then no one's going to use 3.5-inch hard drives anymore, and then everyone wants these SSDs, which are just more efficient, better, and work well with SATA 2, which this computer is. So, and then this bit cracked, which is sad, I know, but once this is covered, it should be okay. So I know it's annoying I've had to put Windows 7 on it, but I might get something older with a Pentium 4 and all to put Windows XP on. This here is like meant for like newer Windows, because if 2009 it was still Vista at the time until eventually Windows 7 came out. It came like closer to 2010, so that's why. So if I'm trying to put this in, it's just you need to pull it out a bit more. That didn't sound good, but I got it in. I've got it in. It's in. The pins are in. No, the crack's actually covered itself up pretty well, as you can see there. And then this just goes in here like this. No, it doesn't make the like nicest of noises, but I think that's it, and we'll have to check on the BIOS. I didn't have it pushed in enough. That's what it was. You're probably screaming at the screen going, "He didn't push it in enough." Yeah, that's all it was. Hopefully it works now. I know, I just didn't know how much to push it because it was making a crackling noise and didn't know how much to push it, but you live and you learn. Let's see if it will come up on the boot menu now. Right, let's try this again. So I'm going to press the button. It's coming on. Power button. Then F12. It should go in the boot menu hopefully. Hopefully it's there. Yeah, on board, yeah, there we go, there's my SSD popping up, so then it would fit into Windows, but we don't want it in Windows right now, but ta-da! You can't really see it, but there, you can see it there. This here, Nick text, yes, that's that, basically, so it sees it fine, so I'll boot up Windows and connect it to the internet, and then you'll see Windows 7 running. I've buttoned up the case now, so you can see it's all ready to go. And I've got an internet cable from another PC. I'm just using PC internet share at the moment. Ignore spaghetti wires, but this is because I don't really have my setup like this. So usually my other laptop when I do my editing all is plugged in. Just go to position is about there, and then you can see it. So I'm turning it on now. You'll hear it again. There we go, hopefully it spits into Windows. There you go, starting Windows 7. So their drive thing is working. Drive quality. Case is rattling a bit. Sometimes it does rattle. Don't know where else the fan's speeding up because it's trying to do stuff. But there you go, you heard the Windows 7. Like my cool background. It's funny. The big fire. Now down here I've got the Premium browser and all. We do have an internet connection, so we're good. Sound works, you can easily hear there. So, you know, it works fine just the way it needs to. Got it in an orange background, an orange like theme. Didn't know, like, this is where this all theme stuff stemmed from. Windows 7, Windows 10 didn't get this to quite later on, and then Windows 11 just had it pre-built because it came from Windows 10, you know, so those of the stuff stem from Windows 7, like especially the way the taskbars do this, but it'll move to go over here. It's just quite slow because the CPU's bottlenecked. I need to get a new CPU, which will be in the upgrades video, but pretty much does what you need it to do. It's not the fastest, like, see, this is how long YouTube will take to load, just random YouTube. It just takes ages. It's not the best, like. I'll show you the task manager as well. There's it 100%. It's not great. Unfortunately, it struggles to cope with most things. Like, this is even frozen. Is it? No, it's just very laggy. You know, even games struggle to run sometimes. So if I was just to show you like this view, you can see the task manager a bit better. Yeah, it's bottlenecking, which is not a good sign, so we need a new processor. And we can't get full use out of our little like integrated graphics chip either because of this. Because I'm expecting too much, but unless I need well, I will get a GPU, but I'm only going to do it one thing at a time, but I want to make a whole video. It makes kind of the RAM useless here, but the extra RAM, because of it keeps bottlenecking the CPU. I hope they get that fixed. Windows 7 runs fine. Got the paint, classic paint, it works. It should work on all computers anyway. And it takes it long. I can't get the benefit out of the SSD either because of how long it takes. I need this CPU here. I know this is AliExpress, but I want to show you this one. This is what we're after here. Yeah, the quad core, this one here, Mali, which that corresponds with the graphics chip on this C system, you know. The reason I'm using Supromium is because the others aren't supported anymore. They've all ended support, which is sad. I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. So in the next episode of this, we're gonna be upgrading it with this, as I said, with the Core 2 quad. I showed you on screen there, and I'm getting one from eBay, and then I'm buying a sticker as well just to put on it. So guys, thanks for watching as usual. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. It helps out, and I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, and see ya.